Tatiana, welcome to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Thank you so much.
We're happy to have you as a fan. It's so cool to see you. Having seen it, it's an absolute blast.
Oh, awesome.
Your Jen Walters is awesome. Your She-Hulk is also awesome. Thanks. When you go from Jen to She-Hulk, I notice a whole new swag in the character.
Oh, yeah?
What does becoming a Hulk do to a person, not physically, mentally? What does it do for the confidence?
Yeah, I mean, I think people receive Jen very differently when she's She-Hulk than they do Jen Walters. And that's something that Jen, I think, feeds off of in a way that she does get, you know, a little hit of confidence. It's fun to be looked at like that. But then at the same time, I feel like she also has a fraudulent sort of feeling around it, where she doesn't totally feel like she can own that and that people might not be looking at her, but looking at just She-Hulk. Yeah,
it's going to be fun to see them kind of mesh and learn to balance each other because they feel like two completely, sometimes different characters that have to learn to live together.
Yes.
It's going to be fun to see you explore that.
Cool.
Now, this is going to be an intro for the world to She-Hulk for a lot of people. This was She-Hulk's like number one.
Yeah.
What was your intro to She-Hulk? Was it comics? How did you first come upon the character?
Well, I didn't know her in any way really except that image. I feel like I'd seen it on t-shirts and like probably seen that comic in shops and stuff like that. But I never read the comics before I auditioned for this part. And then when I got the audition, I started to like read from that comic on and was so kind of like just delighted by the fact that she's existed since the 80s, but also has like this fourth wall breaking thing that she does in the comic. She's so hyper aware of like the mechanism of a comic, you know?
Yeah.
And that to me is like, that's my favorite stuff.
It's when she looks into the camera, I was like, oh, this is what we're doing. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. In these first 4 episodes that I got to see, you are assigned a villain defense case.
Yes.
And I'd love to hear, is there like another Marvel villain who you think it'd be fun to have to go to bat for?
That's cool. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Wanda has had some tough times.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a nuanced defense that would have to be placed for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Doctor Strange.
Yes, correct.
Somebody's got to defend her, though. We're all doing it on Twitter. The MCU
she
needs a defender.
That's it.
The Hall H stuff just culminated with the announcement of Secret Wars. And in those Secret Wars comics back in the day, She-Hulk spins out of it as a leader of A-Force. She's also been a part of Fantastic Four. She's been a part of different ensembles. When you sign up for this, I imagine all that stuff goes through your head. Have you thought about, you know, groups of characters that would be fun to be a leader of?
Yeah, no, I mean, no, not at all. Like, that's so scary to me, but also like, yeah, there's so many actors in this universe that I have always wanted to work with. And if we get to be like superhero goofs together, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Well, I feel like she's a character who like being a leader with other heroes. Like, I'd love to hear what do you think Jen Walters would think of a role like that?
I was just thinking that I think she would really be terrible at it. Like, there's a part of her that could definitely like kind of put people in their place. But she's also like self-deprecating in a way that I don't see her like being like, let's go. You know what I mean? Like there's some stuff later on in the season where we see her kind of honing her superhero-ness. And she sort of does it in a way that's a bit clownish. And I kind of love that about her.
Which episode are you most excited for everybody to see?
There's a bunch. There's so many because they're all so different and they really tonally they're different, and we get to dig into Jen in a different way in each of them. And by the end, there's some like special moments that I think are going to be like kind of jaw dropping because when I read them, I was just so excited I got to do them.